Welcome, ladies, to the full moon in Pisces. Here we are again, a whole new cycle. Towards the end of the month, we have two moons in the same month. Can anybody tell me what that means? What's that called? When we have two full moons in one month.
You know, I would sing it, but I don't think you want to hear me.
Someone already put it in the chat.
But it's
So today is a blue moon. So it's very, very powerful. It's a full moon, but because there's two in one month, it's called a blue moon, and it's a very powerful, this is the day, or this 3 days are the 3 days to manifest your dreams come true and to release everything that doesn't serve you. So with that said, I'm going to begin sharing. Actually, before I share, would you do us the honor, Lisa, and open up sacred space for us so that we are in safe space?
yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, ladies. So, as Marlu said, today is a very special day. So let's go ahead and open our sacred space and get ready to celebrate this amazing blue moon or super moon, which happens what every 2.5 years approximately, when you have two full moons in one month. And it's a very powerful one because not only is it a blue moon, it's a blue moon in Pisces. So it is a deep emotional moon. Very, very special. Very, very special. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up sacred space, calling in the archangels. Um, I'm thinking that because today is a blue moon in Pisces, um, and it is very watery, I'm thinking that the energy of the archangels would be really protective and very healing at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so going to do it a little bit differently than we normally do.
You
So
don't want to
change.
bring in Kuan Yin? No?
Yes, as a matter of fact, you read my mind as you normally do. And yes, I will be calling in Kuan Yin as the goddess in the circle. And I will be calling in the archangels because it's like I'm saying, such a watery full moon. Okay. And if ladies, and if you have any goddesses that you are connected to, you know, you can also internally call her in as well. Okay. To protect you in the space. So just want to add that. Okay. All right. Is everybody ready? All right. We begin by calling in the east, Archangel Raphael, Archangel of air, Archangel of healing. Please bring your beautiful green healing light and your healing angels and all of the sylphs, spirits of air that are in the east to come in and bless us in our circle. Hail and welcome. I call in now Archangel Michael in the south, element of fire. Archangel Michael, bring in your beautiful, fiery, protective energy and bring in your angels of protection. Fill this circle with protective energy that we may all be able to share openly in total trust and in total protection. And I call in the salamanders and all of the beings of light connected to fire. Hail and welcome. I now call in the west, Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel, you who are the archangel of water, element of water, and not only element of water, but archangel that is most connected to the moon, especially the full moon. We call you in and we ask you to please bring in the depth of the ocean, the water, connect us all with your invisible protective energy. Let us all be able to truly embrace this Piscean, watery, beautiful energy. Bring in also all of the beings of the undines and beings of water, all the elements of water. We welcome you. Hail and welcome. And in the north, in the element of earth, I call in Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel, you are the archangel of wisdom, manifestation, financial abundance. Please bring that energy into our circle. Let us all be able to manifest today and every day. Bless us with your energy and bring in your angels of earth, your angels. Bring them into our circle. I ask that all of the elements of earth, the gnomes, and all of the beings of earth to please come into our circle as well. Hail and welcome. In the above, I call in Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron, with your sacred geometry, place a cube of protection all over our circle and our sisterhood, that we may be protected not only today, but always. And let us connect to the wisdom of the ages. Hail and welcome. Archangel Sandalphon, you who take care of the below, the underworld, you are connection to our ancestors and spirit guides. Fill us with your beautiful energy in our circle. Protect our sisterhood and protect us tonight as we manifest our dreams. Hail and welcome. And in the center, I call in Goddess Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin, with your beautiful, beautiful flowing energy of compassion and mercy. Surround us, protect us, and guide us. Let us manifest our greatest dreams and let us have you in full protection. Hail and welcome. Ladies, our circle is open. We are protected in sacred space. You can also call in your own angels and spirit guides if you like. And Jasmine, the floor is yours.
Okay, first I have to ask, Marina, I don't know you very well yet, and iPhone 74, I don't remember your face. So can you two jump on really quickly? iPhone 74 and Marina, iPhone 74, I'd love to change your name to whoever you are. Maybe you've come to an in-person event, but I haven't seen you in an online in a while. Or for Marina, I think I've seen you once or twice, but I don't remember you at all, iPhone 74. So help me out. Let's say hi. Give me a little intro.
Do I start? Hi, well, I'm relatively new here. This is
Are you a
my
channeler?
third, yes.
That. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't, I have never been called like that. Well, only you girls know about it, actually. So, yeah, but what do you want me to say? This is my third time, I think. This is my second time on Zoom, and only once in person, I think. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, well, I do channeling, and I do healing. And well, and I have been invited to this group by my good friend and sister Marcela, that she's joining us today. I'm
Oh,
so happy that she's here today.
Marcella, there you are.
Am
Yeah,
I iPhone 74? Is that what
yeah,
my oh okay.
I just changed you.
Sorry, I
It's
haven't
Marcella with an
changed
S, right?
Marcela
that.
Wernandez. Mhm.
So I'm Marcela. I should change that, by the way. I don't
Got
want to
you.
be iPhone 74, but yes. So I have been mostly to the in-person meetings, and the last time was with Marina, because I do have a toddler, so it's really hard to to
Hi,
come.
toddler.
So he's here actually with me, and he's breastfeeding, if you don't mind. But
Oh,
yeah, I think I've been part of the group for 8 months now, but I haven't been that regular as much as I would like to. And yes, Marina is my friend, and I brought her here, and I'm so happy that she has joined the group, and I'm really happy to be part of the group also. And that's it. Nice to meet you, Yaslin,
Nice to
right?
meet you too. Yeah, I've seen you around in the chat, but I haven't seen your beautiful face until today. So I wanted to definitely say hi. And then I do want to mention that you've already referred one person. So please do me a favor. And if you could either send me or Claudia Passetti a message and just let us know, like, hey, I have referred one person so that we can make sure to send you your red tent mug, which is like an
Oh,
exclusive gift that we
okay.
get for when you refer a sister. Please remind me so that I can send it over, and then
Thank
just send me
you.
whichever address you'd like me to send it to.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm happy that you're here. And then Rainbow, I know you, Rainbow, of course, but I haven't seen you often online. So do you want to do a quick little intro for anyone that might not have known you in the replays or while here?
Yeah, I have only been like officially a part of this group for like a month and a half or something. It hasn't been very long. Time actually is suspended for me at the moment, so I could be completely wrong on that. But I know that it's no long time. And I've yeah, I'm Rainbow, and I'm super happy to be here. And I came in through Kim, my beautiful sister. So very grateful for her. She has changed my life on so many levels. And now, being introduced to so many more beautiful goddesses in such a beautiful sacred space is such a pleasure and such a gift that I cherish so much.
Love it. Well, thank you. I love seeing new faces on here, and I definitely miss being in the in-person ones, but I'm really glad that we have this online space so that I can continue to be a part of the sisterhood in this way. And for those that don't know me, hi, because Marcella, we haven't like officially met until today. I'm the other co-founder of Red Tent Goddess, so it's Claudia and I, and she does the new moon events, and I normally do the full moon events, but I am trusting the process, and life has been guiding me throughout my travels with weird Wi-Fi situations and all the things. So I've been more of a silent partner or text partner recently, creating courses. We're working on a Red Tent Goddess book, so that will hopefully be happening soon. And then we also have a Red Tent facilitation program that we're working on. So you'll see me pop up along the way. I make blog posts too. So, and I do little exercises like this, and Marlu is my mom for those that don't know. So like second generation baby in Red Tent. So it's really cool to have my mom help with the full moon events too. And yeah, so still keeping the generational line going in the full moon. So that is me. Now, for today, we have a few different exercises. Now, the one that I'm going to pop up on my screen in a few seconds, as soon as we're going to have like one of those little moments. Ding, present. So this little exercise, you're gonna need a journal. It's gonna be easier, but if you're like me and you totally forgot or you don't have a red tent journal yet, I highly recommend it. So always bring your journal if possible, one that's specific to the red tent so that you can always write your journal entries or anything that you learn. One thing that I like to do is adding it's a full moon in Pisces and the day in it. And if you want to add what menstrual cycle you're in, you could put what day of your menstrual cycle you're in as well so that you can connect with what's going on emotionally. And little by little, you'll start connecting the dots between zodiac signs, new moons and full moons, and in your menstrual cycle days as well. And we can definitely go deeper in that in the future. But for now, you just put that on the top of your paper and then you can write the words SWLS on it. Ooh, I'm going to mute you, Mom. I heard myself. So the SWLS is a researched super since 1985 by a bunch of these people that are down here. I'm not even going to try saying all of their names. It is a 5-question quiz that is focused on noticing how satisfied you are with life. And I was pretty shocked because I've been kind of having my moments recently in the last few months of kind of having my ups and downs and feeling a little bit more downs than normal. And when I did this satisfaction with life scale, I felt myself just move up in the scale. And I can see how lucky I am to be living my life. I travel the world, I write books, I have an amazing husband, and yet things happen and down moments happen. But being able to see the gratitude and the glimmers in life has really supported me. So finding this little 5 question test supported me. And I thought, why not share with the sisterhood, especially in this Pisces full moon, which is full of renewing energy, checking in, especially because, like, what is it? It's like month 8 of this year already. I don't know if you girls have noticed the time passing by so quickly. So just checking in. And I know that we recently had another event where we talked about deep energy that has been being moved throughout the sisterhood and in our lives. And this is a great check-in to be like, even though all the deep stuff is happening, even though shit's hitting the storm and the tornadoes coming throughout our life is still okay. Now, with that, I will move forward with the 5 question quiz. So the goal is to have a scale from 1 to 7 in each one being strongly disagree, 7 being strongly agree, and then you can be somewhere in the middle. You don't have to remember this because this will be on each of the quick questions coming up. Okay. Question numero uno. Your goal is to write down a number from 1 through 7 for each one of them. In most ways, my life is close to my ideal life. In most ways, my life is close to my ideal life. Strongly disagree, strongly agree, or neutral. All right, give me a thumbs up when you're ready so that I can know that we're all good to go. In most ways, my life is close to my ideal life. I'm seeing thumbs. Moving on. Question number 2. The conditions of my life are excellent. Strongly disagree, strongly agree, neutral. Thumbs up when you're ready. Connie and Marina, let me know with your thumbs ups. All right, Marina, Connie. All right, cool. Question number 3. I'm satisfied with my life. Checking in with the faces while we wait. If you have a frown or a neutral face, just do me a favor and slowly practice bringing it up to a smile. And you can repeat the question, see maybe you can get an extra point or 2. I'm satisfied with my life. Thumbs ups. Yeah. All right, cool. Question number 4. So far, I have gotten the important things I want in life. So far, I've gotten the important things I want in life. Honey, I'm loving that smile. Marina's joining in the smiling train. So is Bomb. Rainbow's got a small one. I see the smile. There you go. All right, you guys ready for the next one? Last one. Simple test. If I could live my life over, I would change almost nothing. If I could live my life over, I would change almost nothing. Allie, I'm missing a smile. There you go. It's part of the assignment. Okay, so those are the 5 questions. Does anybody need me to repeat any of the 5 questions? This is your moment.
Number 1. I missed number 1.
All right. Number 1. Is this number 1? Okay, here we go. No question. Number 1. In most ways, my life is close to my ideal life. Yeah, big sigh. We'll check in. Yeah. All right, cool. You guys ready? Next, you tally it up. This is where you take out the calculators, unless you were great at math as a kid. Yep, I'm still a calculator girl, so calculator it is. Totally up to you, but if you'd like to have some fun, you could put in the chat what number you are. Again, this is a no judgmental, no, we are so approving and loving and kind to each other. It's just a check-in to be able to support you and where you are and being able to see where you are, and then we can guide you if you'd like, or we can just hold space for you and give you love. But no matter what, we're going to go through where this might be. I will share my personal number in a second. Okay. We don't have any that are below neutral, which is pretty good. I'll take it. At least in the chat. And if you are, you can also send me a private message if you'd like some extra support in soon. Don't worry. Now, it's really important to know that at any point, you can take this 5-question test again. I will personally put it in Mighty Networks with the recording so that you girls have it. And I'm actually going to put an extra bonus little scale to know if it's called the Spain test. I forget the name. I think it's like positive and negative. So to know how positive or negative you see your life. So is life positive or negative to you? And then you can have that experience as well. So that would be a little extra bonus exercise with the replay later. But for now, checking in with where you are. Ding. So if you got 30 to 35, I'm not sure if I mine is correctly. So if I'm going to go back really quickly because I got a personal message. So if you have strongly disagrees, it's a 1. And if you strongly agree, it's a 7. So every single question to have a 1 through a 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you add up the 1 through 7s. That help? Let me know. I'm going to keep moving forward until I get a personal response again. Okay. So 30 to 35. So who's got 30? Mom's got 30. Yay. Rainbow's got 31. Marina's got 30. Hello. Okay, so our very high score people, they are loving their life. They feel that things are going very, very well. That doesn't mean that things are perfect, just to be clear, but it means that things are going quite well in their life. They're seeing satisfaction, okay? They're not. This is also a great sign. It doesn't mean that people are complacent. If you think that you're complacent, you might be more around the neutral scale. A very high score normally means that you're also very high in personal development and growth, and doesn't mean that you don't have challenges in life, but it means you're taking the challenges with stride. You're seeing that at the end of the day, imperfection is perfect, and all the little challenges are leading up to growth. Okay, just want to put that in there. All right, let's see who got 25 to 29. I think I'm on that. Yep. I'm on the 25 to 29 scale. We also have Marcella and Connie. Connie, you almost made it. You were there. Hey. So 25 to 29, individuals who score in this range like their lives and feel that things are going well. Now, of course, their lives are not perfect, but they feel that things are mostly good. So it does mean that there is some satisfaction, that they're not particularly complacent. They're willing to move forward. They're still willing to see the growth. Is this the same thing? Am I like, I have to look minute. It's the same thing. I'm gonna have to look at the thing and send it to you girls. I think it's the same thing. So if I remember correctly, this one's more of there's a little bit of there's still satisfaction in life, but there's something particularly missing. And we're going to talk about the three things that are normally the top reasons why you might not have hit the 30 to 35 range. So that will come. So if you're in below 29, then you can check out these top three and see maybe if you improve these three, you can redo this score and learn some more. 20 to 24, was anybody in that range? So Lisette, you have COVID, so understood. Right? And we know your work situation. Okay, Allie. And those are the two that shared. So for 20 to 24, this is more of the neutral stage. So so it says the average of life satisfaction in economically developed nations is in this range. So for Western people, a lot of people are in this range, to believe it or not. If you're higher than this, that normally tends to mean there's lots of personal development and growth happening. If you are in around this range, shit might be hitting the fan, which is totally normal. Life happens, right? Spirals go down. And or maybe you're new to the whole person development thing, or maybe you need to get some foundations in order in your life. So this would be a great point where I'd recommend to do the Wheel of Life. And if you need that, we have it somewhere in Mighty Networks, but I can totally send it to you. And just check in, like, where is it financially, career-wise, community-wise, all these different categories of your life, environment wise, and figure out what's the area that's the lowest. And then if you work on that one, your score will tremendously go up. Okay. Everyone know the Wheel of Life? If you don't, feel free to message me and I will personally send it to you. Kim, you don't know the Wheel of Life? Really, you missed that full moon event in the past then, but I will definitely I'll find the replay and I'll share it with you again. And I think Mom and I actually created a wheel of life, a wheel of health, and a wheel of soul so that you can get really deep on body, mind, and spirit and see which one is the lowest wheel. So it goes a little deeper too. So nobody shared that was in 15 to 19, totally understand. If anybody wants to send me a message that was in 15 to 19 and wants to share, first off, we have a sharing circle tonight. So if you want to share some of your story, you don't have to share your number, but if you want to just share, like, I'm going through my shit right now and I just want to be listened to, or maybe I want some feedback, whatever it is, just know that you are loved and cared for, and it's totally okay wherever you are. Okay. Now, for this range, this one seems to be the correct information on this PowerPoint. So people who score in this range usually have small but significant problems in several areas of their lives. So here comes the Wheel of Life, right? So maybe finances and career and environment and community or whatever it is, a few of them are lower than you'd like it to be, right? Or they have many areas that are doing fine, but one area that represents a substantial problem for them. So maybe the Wheel of Life looks great in most areas, you're 7s to 9s, maybe even a 10 in certain areas, but there's one area that is down the toilet. And if that's the case, please, this is your time period. This sisterhood is here for you to be able to support you in anything that's going on. Okay. This is why we're doing this, to be able to check in with each other emotionally and see what's going on so that we can support each other. There's a sisterhood on purpose. Crazy, right? To think you have 50 plus sisters that are here to support you. Okay. So if a person is chronically slightly dissatisfied with many areas of life, some changes might be in order. Sometimes the person is simply expecting too much, and sometimes life changes are needed. So it could be that life is just bringing you a tornado, or it could be that you're just expecting too much. Now, if you're on the I have high expectations for life and it's not being met side, then I would look into the art of allowing and impermanence, because life is definitely impermanent and ups and downs are part of it. But you can check in and say, all in all, how is life and how's my situation right now compared to the rest of my life? Today, I will add that I looked at my Facebook memories, and I normally don't have memories, but today I did. And I had a memory from 5 years, 7 years, and 10 years from today. And 10 years ago, I was in college, it seems. I'm 27, so I was 17. I was in high school, and I was talking about going to a college thing. And I was like, wow, that was a really long time ago. To think like 10 years ago feels like it flew by. And yet I'm a completely different person now. And 5 years ago, I don't even know what was happening. I think somebody died in my life, and that was a really hard time for me. So being able to sit and be like, wow, 5 years ago, I've changed so much. Just imagine yourself 5 years from now with slightly lower expectations, but still high manifestation powers. All right, dissatisfied people. This is where the wheel of life might be going completely down, or maybe you have something really big happening, like a divorce or problems at work or uh, death in the family or whatever it is. Something in life is in the rebirth side. Maybe it's you yourself, maybe it's relocation, maybe it's changing of marriage to divorce status. Whatever it is, being able to sit with that and say, this isn't the end all be all. Knowing that if you were to do this life scale test a year ago, where would you have been? And maybe checking in a few months, even a year from now, again, and being able to say, I'm not there anymore, is a huge, huge, beautiful thing to be able to see. And a big part of all of this is maybe you still hit 25, 29, 30, 35, but you're something in life is in the toilet. Just be aware that a lot of this number is mental. It's not just what's happening outside in your world. All of this comes from what's happening internally and how you're taking it, how you're perceiving it. That's a big one. And I know it's easier to say than do because I am in that myself. So I'm not judging anybody whatsoever, but it's just a mental note for all of us that it's a perception shift that is necessary at this stage. Okay. If you are in 10 to 14, please do me a favor, reach out to Claudia or I so that we can be able to support you in whatever it is that's going on. Or if you have a support sister, maybe you don't want to reach out to Claudia and I, but just to be clear, if you do reach out to us and you tell us you don't want another sister to know or whatever it is, that is totally fine. We just want to be able to know what's going on within the sisterhood, within each one of you, to be able to support you. Okay. And you can still check in with your support sister and have someone to talk to. And you can have therapist, a counselor. There's betterhelp.com and all kinds of other things that might be able to support. All right. My talk is complete. 5 to 9. Stephen, we'll get there. Now let's talk about life satisfaction. There's 3 top things that bring life satisfaction. Number 1, we're handling in this sisterhood, which is social relationships, community. So if you're feeling down and out in Beverly Hills and your numbers are lower than you'd like, it might be a good idea for you to connect more in the sisterhood. Maybe it's putting another introduction into the chat or sharing a little bit more and sharing more about what's happening in your life and just being open. Having an open heart within the sisterhood can change so much. I know I can tell you a few years ago, I was when COVID hit, we ended up releasing from the apartment and ended up driving in the US in our car. And one day our window got broken into and a complete bag was stolen. Connie remembers this day from what I see. Yeah, it was a hard day for us. We were low on money. We were heading back. It was in Atlanta, Georgia, and it was not a good day. It was really cold. It was a whole shebang. I told the sisterhood, and everybody ended up getting together and sending me money to be able to pay the next day to get my window fixed. They supported me in getting a hotel that night, and life was better after that. So if you're going through some shit, know that you're not alone. Know that there's probably another
Yes.
sister in this group that has either gone through it or has gone through something similar that may be able to be there for you. Or maybe financially we can support you, or we've sent each other balloons and bears and all kinds of things in hospital trips. And we've sent each other Uber Eats before if somebody's at work and hasn't been able to get food to them. So just speak up and know, just allow this sisterhood to support you. Trust me, it can be life-changing. Okay, I'll leave it there. And then, of course, family and friends, but we're talking about the sisterhood right now. All right. Step number 2, life satisfaction, is your purpose. Whether it's work or school or being a caretaker, or whatever it is, it's about seeing it in a different light and seeing how at this moment, whatever you're doing, there is some kind of purpose to this moment in life. Even if the hurricane or the tornado is passing by, why is this happening? Okay, maybe that's not the best word. What is the lesson in this? What is the purpose of this? And being able to see that there is growth in the shittiest moments, and being able to realize that lotus flowers grow in muddy waters, and that you, my beautiful sister, can be a lotus flower in this moment. Okay. And then checking in, maybe you're not doing the purpose that you want to be doing. Purpose is in my opinion, a made up construct by the patriarchal system of, it is a masculine force of purpose and structure that is created. And we are working on our feminine energy, which is about receiving the moment that we're in, nurturing the situations that we are in, and being creative with what we have. Right? So 3 pillars of feminine energy: nurturing, receiving, and creativity. So if you're feeling like, what is my purpose, and going through all your shit about it, then just remember the 3 pillars of feminine energy. Come back and change the way that you're viewing it. Be creative in what you're looking at. Okay? That's step number 2. And then step number 3 of life satisfaction is satisfaction with self. Who are you today? And are you happy with who you are today? And if you're not happy with who you are today and your spiritual life or your religion or the way that you're learning and growing or what you do on your free time, then that might be something. It could be the hardest thing, or it could be the easiest one out of all these 3. Completely up to you. So being able to look at yourself, and then also self-acceptance is one of the biggest factors of all of this. All right, with that, we are complete. There's some extra stuff here, but I think we're good to go. I'm going to stop my share for now, and I'm going to check. Oh, I'm in total darkness. Hello. I'm going to check in with you girls and see how you felt about that. If there's any open shares, we have about 15 minutes before we move on to the next little exercise of the night. Marina, Connie, Rainbow, Kimberly, Regina, Marcella, Ali, Donna. Any shares, comments, concerns?
Could share a little something. So, thank you, sisters. Thank you, Jess, for that exercise. And yeah, I'm wondering if this is an opportunity to turn off the recording for a moment. Is it one of those times that we can request that?
We are back after some beautiful, honest, and vulnerable shares. We are back to recording where Marina is going to give us a beautiful, flowy gift. Take it away.
What I do every single day of my life. I might skip maybe one day once in a while, but this is something that one of my guides told me to do. And it started when I was in a very dark time in my life, when I felt alone and lost. They started saying, you have to see the light, you have to see the light, you have to find the light. And I was like, the light, the light, the light. It was confusing to me at that time. And so they say, no, meditate. And I was like, meditating me. This was a long time ago. And then there was something like, okay, I have to do it. I have to do it. And at that moment, I remember saying, oh no, I'm thinking about all the problems I have. Oh, I have so much to do in the house and this. And I was excusing myself from advancing. I was putting a lot of excuses. And so one day I said, no, I have to do it. Well, they pushed me, actually. They pushed me to do it. And once I started doing this exercise, every single day, it can take you the first time, maybe it will take you 8 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. But then with practice, it will take you maybe only two. And if you want more time and you feel it that you want to stay in that stage, longer, it could take you more, but it's going to help you with everything you do in your life. It's going to change your energy, and at the same time it's going to change the energy around you, and meaning people around you, even if you don't want to, or you I mean, not that you don't want to, it's that it's not intentional, it's happening. And you are going to be more conscious, and you are going to see the signs right there that they keep telling you. So if you do this any time of the day, when you're in the shower, that's what I do sometimes. I'm even washing my teeth and I'm doing it. When I'm taking a nap, or if you don't have a time for a nap, when you are going to sleep, I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I cannot go back to sleep. I do it, and then I relax and I go back to sleep. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I'm even driving and I do it. So there's no excuse. And when you think, oh no, I'm not really doing it, I'm not really focusing in the light, I can't really imagine it, trust, because you are, and you will get to that point. So don't stop yourself. Don't do it. Don't stop it. So if you sisters wanna join me in this very little process, this is like short. So try to close your eyes. Try to find a comfortable position. Take a deep breath from your nose and release it through your nose, not through your mouth, through your nose. Do it 3 times, and I will be quiet those 3 times, okay? In, out. Here's your nose. Third time, in, release. Now with your eyes closed, imagine this bright light, bright beam of light coming straight from the universe itself. It's coming through your head, through your crown chakra. You're feeling it all from your crown chakra, then going to the rest of your head. You feel your third eye. You can feel it so strong. It can be any color you think, any color you like. any color you feel comfortable to. Then it goes to your throat chakra. It's going down, and you're feeling more relaxed and you feel more alive than ever. Breathe. Release it through your nose. The light is going down to your heart chakra. Breathe. Feel the light going in every time you breathe in. Your heart chakra is glowing right now. Light is going down to your solar plexus. Oh, you feel your solar plexus so strong. You feel relaxed and alive. This light is giving you energy. It's giving you love. It's giving you trust. Breathe in the light. Release through your nose. This light is going to your sacred chakra. Feel it full of energy. You can feel your chakras glowing so strong. The light is going to your root chakra. Once it is in your root chakra, all of your chakras are lighting up. Take a deep breath. Feel every chakra glowing. Your whole body is glowing. The light is reaching your foot. And from your foot down, the light actually becomes roots, like from a tree. That light is becoming the roots of a tree, and those roots are going through the ground, and you can feel the ground. You can feel it cracking under your feet. You can feel it cracking the earth. Mother Gaia got you. Mother Gaia got you. Now you are connected through the source, the light, the source from the universe, through Mother Gaia. Your whole body is alive, full of energy. Your whole energy change. Everything is good, and you're going to see it from now on. You are going to see it that is good, and it's going to guide you. You will see it. Now take another deep breath. And little by little, let the light come from your feet, going up, going to your root chakra. It's in your root chakra, going up to your sacral chakra. You can feel it going up, and it's a good feeling of feeling alive. You are worth. You are worth because you exist. And because you exist, you are worth. Take a deep breath. The light is going to your solar plexus. Oh, you can feel it. You can feel it. You feel good. The light is going up to your heart chakra. You feel the love over there. You feel it. You feel peace. The light is going up to your throat chakra. Oh yeah, you can say what you feel. You can manifest what you feel. You feel good. And no regrets here. There is no regrets because there is lessons, only lessons, something to learn, to grow. And you can feel the light going to your third eye. It's letting you see all the good. All is good. You feel so good, full of life. Now the light is going up through your fringe. Going back to the universe. Release everything that doesn't serve. So take a deep breath, little by little. Come back. Relax, move a little bit. You can open your eyes when you're ready. Your energy is renewed.
Marina, you have a gift.
What is it?
You
You
have a gift.
oh, thank you. This is my first time doing it with people. But when you do it, it's not going to take you this long. When you do it, well, it can if you want, but if you don't have the time, you can still do it, imagining, you are baiting yourself with a light. So it's not like, oh my God, I don't have time, I'm rushing because I have to imagine all my chakras and do all that like that. You don't have to. You do it whenever you have time to relax completely. But if you just imagine the light doing that, like baiting you, is enough. Try that, and I promise this can be like an experiment for until the next meeting, to see how you girls feel. If anything changed or not. You can make it like an experiment. Because some people don't believe it, but make it like an experiment. You have anything to lose, everything to gain. So I think that's it. Thank you for letting me. I really never expected.
Thank you, Marina. You just created a foundation for our next ritual. Basically, I wanted all of us to be kind of relaxed, so you did it for me without even knowing it. And look, what we want to do is I want you to think about those things in your life that are not satisfying you from the first activity. Those things in your life that popped up in your head that you thought, I could work on that. Now I want you to visualize what life would look like if you had all those ducks in a row, where the areas of your life that you need to lift are now in the place where you want it to be. I want you to see what life would be like for you, to imagine it. So we're going to do short meditation. I was gonna extend it, but we're gonna do a short one because we don't want you to be in the other realm all night, you know. I want you to be with us. So, who here is iffy about what they want to achieve after that activity that Justin did and needs the meditation? Everybody's good? You know what you want? We don't have to do the meditation. We're good?
Can I request a bathroom break? Because I
Of
don't want to miss
course.
anything, but I just really have to pee.
Actually, with the bathroom break, we'll take 5 minutes, and anybody that can, Lisette is going to teach you how to do blue moon water. So go get yourself a jar and put some water in it while you're at it. So let's take a 5 minute break and pause. Welcome back. Grab a pen and paper and get clear on what you want to release under this full moon. I'm going to give you a minute to write up what you would like to see leave your life to make room for that which you want to create in your life. So it's a double whopper. It's what you want to achieve, what you want to release. You're going to write what you want to release on the paper. And you're going to later visualize what you want to bring in. Right now, we're just writing what we would like to give to
Is
the
this a
moon.
paper?
Go ahead.
Is it a paper in our journal or something we're gonna rip up or throw away or burn or flush down
We're
the
gonna,
toilet?
we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna get rid of it.
Okay, so a separate paper.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. It's a good question.
That's okay, Jazz. You could write it in your journal and still write it out so you could remember what you wrote. I do that all the time.
Yeah, this is a $300 digital journal. I'm not about to burn this thing.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, that's a for sure. Yeah, I agree.
It's always a good practice to think about something you want to let go of, something you can release in your life before bringing something into it. What's not working?
Do we also write what we want to call in or not yet?
No, only what you want to release.
Okay.
Once you're clear what you want to let go of, you can write it down using an affirmation statement too. Something like, I release self-doubt, or I release destructive habits, or I release complaining, guilt, shame, whatever it is you need to release. It doesn't have to be over the top, but something that you know in your mind and your heart that it's not for you. It doesn't belong in your life anymore. I want you to, when you are done writing the affirmation, I want you to just close your eyes for 30 seconds and visualize what it would look like, your life will look like once you release it. And when you look at your life without it, is it powerful enough to release? Or do you need to release something further to make a shift to your life? And then what I want you to do is I want you to choose an element that with that element you are going to release it. On a full moon, we typically burn the paper. We burn it in a place where it's safe. We burn it outside. We give it to the full moon. However, you can also release it in moon water or in a bowl of water. You can release it to the air if there's a lot of wind, rip it up and release it. So yes, Jaslyn, you were gonna say something?
This is a Pisces blue moon, so water may be the strongest force to release. So if you're like, this is a hell of a lot of shit, I'd recommend you choose water.
Flushing down the toilet wouldn't be it though. Although, we sometimes want to do that, basically.
So
But
how would we release it in water? Just
What
you
curious.
rip,
what I
rip.
would do,
Go ahead,
go,
Lisa.
go ahead, I'm sorry. No, I was gonna say what I would do is I would rip it up into like tiny little pieces, wet the paper so that it's wet and it starts to like decompose. Meaning like it starts to like turn into like a mush, right? Um, and then I would let it go. You know what I mean? Like then you can dump it in nature, or you could, what do you think, Jaslyn? Like then set it on fire afterwards? Like once it's wet, once it's been decomposed, if you don't have like running water to throw it in?
I'll tell you what I'm going to figure out how to do. I have
Okay.
biodegradable paper in my kitchen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a pen. I'm gonna rewrite this on that biodegradable paper. I'm gonna put it in a jug of water and then put it out as part of my moon water. And then I'm gonna let it sit out there in the blue moon so that the blue moon can soak it up, let it release into the water, let the pen drop just go all the way out. And then when that's done, because the water is graceful, right? It's ease, it's feminine. I'm also going to add another feminine force and I'm going to put it in earth so that it can be grounded and Mother Earth can take it from there. So add in the beautiful water element, add in the blue moon, and then I'm going to drown that thing in Mother Earth so that she can take care of it from then on. It's personally my
Okay.
goal.
Okay. I like that. Personally, I think that's awesome. I don't know what you ladies think, but that works for me. Definitely
I'm in
works
New
for me.
York City, so I don't have a lot of earth available and I don't want to throw it in the trash can. So I think what I did once with a full moon ritual is soak it in water overnight and let it release and then actually flush it down the toilet to just let it go out that way.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
might do
As long as you're thanking the moon when you're flushing it down the toilet.
yeah. I will.
Thank the spirit guy, thank the moon, goodbye. It's
Thank
gone. It's out of my
everybody, and
life.
then it's like so long. So long,
Yeah,
goodbye.
yeah, like
Nice to
with the
know
same
you.
reverence as digging a hole in the earth and putting it there. Same reverence, just different setting.
It's the intention anyway, right? Yeah. So we can change the rituals as we go. Like I've seen so many rituals in books, and I'm like, okay, I would make this a little different, and that's okay. You just whatever, it's the intention, the energy you put behind it. So the last thing you're going to do after you do the releasing is thank the moon. Thank the moon for its energy, for its powerful energy. And that could be done tonight, it could be done tomorrow, it could be done the next day. Whenever the paper has gotten to a point where you want to release it. Okay. Um, I wanted Lisette to talk to you about moon water, and then we'll talk about other rituals we can do in the full moon. And did you want to meditate on what you want to bring into your life? I want to leave that up to you, ladies. I have meditation that Jocelyn taught me. Yeah, Jennifer Grace taught you, you taught me. That is, some of you have done it with me before, and it's a future, meeting your future self meditation. If you want to do it. You want to do it, Kim? Okay, Jazz is a yes. Regina, Rainbow, okay. Okay, we'll do that before we talk about moon water then. Yeah? Okay. So, all right, let's sit back. Let's close our eyes. And we're kind of relaxed thanks to Marina's beautiful meditative state that she put us in. And we're protected, we're in sacred space. So just relax. Try not to fall asleep, Kim. I fall asleep all the time. It's okay.
I've got a bad rap.
Me too. I fall asleep in every meditation. And then I wake up and I'm fine, you know. Okay, ladies, so this is the thing. We are gonna travel tonight. So close your eyes and breathe in and breathe out. However, you bring yourself to a calming state. Breathe in and out. Relax your shoulders, your neck. Relax your arms. Relax your legs. Now you want to imagine you are walking on a dirt road with trees to your right and to your left, and you're walking towards a river. You hear the river, you know you're going walking towards it, and you're walking, you hear your steps on the gravel, on the dirt. You're listening to the birds and the trees as you're walking, you feel determined to go to that river. You're listening to the water running and you're walking towards it. Hearing the birds, feeling the breeze on your face, listening to your steps. And the sound of the river starts getting stronger. You know you're getting near. And as you walk towards it, you're excited because you know something amazing, something great is going to happen. You just feel it in your bones. And all of a sudden, you're there, the river's in front of you. And it's a beautiful crystalline water. And you're at the bank with some gravel. And there at the bank, you see a small boat. And a gentleman is standing there. He's an older man with a graceful face, kind eyes. And he tells you with his hands that you can go into his boat. And you knew right from the beginning that you would find someone there that was going to guide you. And so, without any fear, with all the love in your heart and knowing and having faith, you sit in this boat. And this older man, the captain of the boat, sits in front of you and pushes the boat into the river. He sits down and he takes his oars and he tells you, this is the river of time. And we're going to go forward in time. And as you are looking at the banks on the right and left, you are noticing the trees and the birds and the squirrels on the outer skirts of the bank of the river. And you're just following along the water. And he says, a year has passed. And you look at your body and you feel like not much different. My body's the same. I feel good. I feel the same. And he keeps on roaring, and he tells you 3 years have passed. And you look at the river sides and everything looks pretty much the same. Not much different. You try to find something different, but you see it all the same. And he's telling you that 3 years have gone by. And then all of a sudden he tells you 5 years have gone by. And you look at your hands and well, maybe there is a little bit more of a wrinkle here and there, but you look pretty good. Your body looks good. Your your clothes look the same.
He tells you, just, we're going to keep going. And he tells you, from here on, you will not physically change, but you will notice some differences. Just trust me on it. And so you sit back and you just let him go in the river. With the river, and he tells you 6 years have gone by. And you're imagining what you would be doing 6 years from now. 7 years have gone by. Where will you be in 7 years? And 8 years have gone by. And you're thinking, wow, what am I doing 8 years from now? 9 years have gone by. 10 years, he says. And now you're like, okay, 10 years, where will I be? What is my life like? And he tells you, relax into it. 12 years have gone by. And so you're just breathing and relaxing and just trusting. 14 years have gone by. And he's telling you, you will feel breeze on your face, some water sprays, just relax in the boat. 16 years have gone by. And you're just like with your eyes closed, thinking, this is pretty neat. I don't feel any difference. He says, 18 years have gone by. And you feel like the river is going slower now. And then all of a sudden, you feel like the boat has stopped. And he says, 20 years have gone by. You are 20 years older. I would like for you to step out of the boat, please, and follow the road. And when you end this road, you're going to see a house. This will be your future house. And in this house, I want you to knock on the door and talk to the person that's there. And when you are ready, come back to me and I will take you back. So you get off the boat and you follow a road that's it's very, very similar to the one that you followed to get to the river. It has some white river rocks, some weeds growing there. There's trees to the right and to the left. There are some birds singing up in the trees. There are pine trees and there are beautiful flowers. And you're walking towards that house that he said that you would find. And as you're getting closer, you realize that the back of the house would be the house that you will have in your future, your backyard. And you keep on walking towards the side of the house and you look at that side of the house. It is the color that you like on your house. And you go around the front and you see that the landscape is exactly how you would want it to be in your home. The home of your dreams, the home you have been wanting to have. This is it. This is your house. It looks exactly like what you dreamt of. And you look at the entrance of it and the vegetation around the sides of the house and the car that is parked in front. It is what you dreamt. It's exactly what you want for your life. And you take 2 steps up into the porch area and you look at the windows and the door. This is a door that I would be happy to have in my house. And you knock, not knowing what to expect. And as you're waiting there anxiously for someone to open. You notice that the curtains on the window are familiar. They are a color and a print that you are familiar with. And there is a wind chime that you recognize on the porch. And then the door opens, and a woman opens the door. She has white hair. She's wearing a beautiful top, comfortable, a top that you would recognize a woman of her age to wear, but that you would not matter. It wouldn't matter if you would wear it too. And you look at her eyes and you recognize the shine in her eyes. And the eyelids are droopier, but it is your eyes looking back at you. It is your skin looking back at you. It is your lips looking back at you. Just a little thinner with some wrinkles around the edges. But it is a peaceful, calm looking, older version of you. And she opens the door wide and tells you, I have been waiting for you. Come in. And now you walk into a place that you recognize the paintings on the walls. You recognize the pillows on the lamp. There are some things there that are different, and things that you'd never had before. They're interesting to you. You're curious. And she tells you, come, take a look. And there's a shelf. And on that shelf, you recognize some items. There may be crystals or statues, books that you recognize that are yours today and that you still have 20 years from now. And on the counter, there is something that looks like a gift. It has a gift around, it has a gift paper around it. And she tells you, I told you I was waiting for you. This is my gift to you. And I want you to open it before you leave today, because this gift is going to help you in the next 20 years, in your future. And it is my loving gift to you. And then she comes close to your ear and tells you something. What does she tell you? And then you say to her, I want a hug from you. Is that okay? And I have a hug. And she hugs you so softly. You feel the love, the tenderness, the gentleness, and the admiration she has for you. And you feel an admiration towards her. She touches your face and kisses you on your forehead and tells you everything is going to be okay. Now I want you to look around and recognize those things that are yours today, and recognize that they have a meaning for you. So you do, you look around, and then she tells you, you know, you will have to go soon. but you can come here anytime you want and look around some more. Maybe help me in my backyard with the vegetation and the vegetable garden. Come look at your bedroom whenever you want, the things in the kitchen, and help me whenever you want. Here's your gift. Don't forget to open it. You want to open it now? Yes, I want to open it now. Okay, open it. You take out the bow, you open it. What is it? What did she just give you? And so you hug again, and this time even stronger, and you thank her for this beautiful gift and the message she gave you. And you tell her you have a beautiful home. And she tells you, it's all because of you. I got here because of you. And then she walks you to the door, and you say one last goodbye. And as you leave, you feel like you met the most amazing human being in this planet, and that you want to come and meet her more often. And as you're walking back, you're kind of like in a zombie state, like, wow. But you're walking towards the boat again, kind of floating back. And you see the captain by the boat. And as he sees you coming, he stands up and you go into the boat. No words need to be said. He pushes the boat out and he tells you, we're going with the current now. So we're going to go back faster. Just relax and think about what you just went through and who you just met and what happened. And as the boat feels rushed in, he tells you it's now 19 years and 18. We're now at 17 years and 16. We're now at 15 years and 14 and 13 and 12 and 11, 10 years. We're almost there. 9 and 8, 7, 6, and you feel the boat rocking. 5, and it's rocking a little more. You're coming back. And 4, and the 3, 2, 1 year. Where were you? And then you feel like it hits the bank. The boat hits the bank. And he helps you up. And you thank him for this beautiful experience. And you basically run back home. Or feel the gravel in your feet. You feel the breeze in your face, but you're running back. You're coming back to you because you're ready for what's going to happen in your life. Because you know exciting things are coming and you're ready to move into that. And so you come back and you sit or lay down where you are and you wiggle your feet and you wiggle your hands and you move your neck and you move your shoulders and you're ready to come back home to today's moment, to the here and now. Breathe in and out. And again, when you're ready, open your eyes. This exercise was so that you can see those things in your life that you want to achieve so that you can motivate yourself to get there, to be that person that you saw. And now I'm going to ask you to just unmute yourselves and share whatever you want to share, and I will stop the recording so that you can share vulnerably. So now that we've gone through some of the shares, I'm going to ask you to look at those ways of being that you loved about yourself in that meditation so that you can shift into being that which you loved about yourself. And once you have that with descriptions, then you want to hold it in your heart and you want to know that that is really you and you are all of that. And there's not too much more that you need to do to become that. It's just having it in front of you. Being that worthy person, that deserving person, that loving person, that respectful person, that honest person, that witty person that you met. You're all of that. And so I want you to hold it, put it in your diary, put it on the wall, put it in your heart, put it in your wallet. Remember it so that you can every day walk towards that path. And with that, I am done with my part of it, and I'm giving it to Lisette if you are ready, so you can talk about moon water. I have slides, Lisette, for the moon water, but if you want, you can just talk
No,
about it.
I'm okay. Um, so ladies, moon water is something that I we always recommend that you do every full moon, really, and every new moon. Um, moon water is very special, and specifically this moon water is even more special because it is a super moon, it is a blue moon, and once again, it is a moon in Pisces. So it is a really special moon to do your moon water. And basically, moon water is very easy to do. You want to take a nice receptacle. You could use a jar. You can use anything that you want to keep. In other words, anything you want to keep on your that you want to put on your altar, that you want to, any nice um, whatever you would normally like a goblet, a chalice, anything that you want to keep. Okay, that's what I would recommend. And what you want to do is you want to put some clean, fresh water. If you could, if possible, avoid water from the tap if you can. Like it would be great if you could, if you have a way of like filtering the water or using natural water or spring water, that would be fantastic. But you do what you can. Fill up your receptacle with water or your jug or, and then put it outside, but before you do, make an intention. Look at your water and make the intention of what you want your water to be for. Meaning, is this a water that you're going to use for purification? Yeah, you can use ocean water. Absolutely, Kimberly. Yeah, that would be great actually. If you have ocean water, even better. That would be the best actually. Best one. Um, but definitely you want to go ahead and make an intention for the water, like what you want to use this water for. Okay. um and good question, Ali. What do we use moon water for? So moon water has so many uses. um you take the water, you put it out in the moonlight. Okay. I would cover it to make sure that no bugs get in there. If you could put like a little covering on it, like maybe a fabric or something that doesn't allow bugs to get in, or branches or whatever. Put it in a windowsill or put it outside wherever it would collect the moon rays, right? Um, and yes, Connie, I totally agree with you. And leave it overnight if you can, or several hours, and then this will be your moon water. Connie uses it to do flower remedies. That's a great thing to use it for. You can use it in rituals and spells. You could use it for cleansing. You could put a little bit in bath water or shower or in your, like do like a cleansing shower or a bath and put a little bit of that water in it. You can use it to cleanse some crystals. Remember that there are certain crystals you could put in water and some that you cannot. So the ones that you can put them in moon water. Okay. You can use the moon water also to sprinkle it over your altar, to cleanse your altar, put it on candles, like right before you burn them, you could sprinkle them. I like to do that. I sprinkle it on a candle. It's almost like a holy water. Think of it as water that you can use to bless things with. That's basically what it is. It's being blessed by the power and force of the moon. So if you look at it that way, it's like endless the things that you can really do. And if for those of you that are Reiki masters or practice Reiki, you could also Reiki the water too to add to that, right? And yes, you can use it to consecrate objects. I mean, it's endless the amount of things you can do. One thing I want to mention that I like to do, if you're going to keep your moon water for a while, like if you want to keep it on your altar and you want to make sure it doesn't go bad, I would put a little alcohol in it, like a little bit of rum or a little bit of vodka or right or gin or something that will purify the water, that'll keep the water from growing bacteria and things like that, just in case, or fungus, because that can happen sometimes if you leave water for a while in a bowl. So you want to do that to preserve it if you're not going to use it right away, like if you're going to take a while with it, in other words. But moon water is amazing. I would strongly recommend, especially tonight, that you try this. And here's the cool thing about moon water. Once you get really into this, you can have a collection of moon waters. Like you can have new moon water, you could have full moon water, you could have waning moon water. I mean, you know what I mean? Like you could really get creative. And Kimberly, yes, you can definitely ingest it. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's water that's blessed with the light of the moon, so it has, as a matter of fact, it's actually very good for you. um just keep in mind, if you're going to keep it for a while, then definitely put a little bit of alcohol to preserve it, you know what I mean? Well, yeah, obviously not ocean water. Yeah, that would be the only exception, right? Yeah. That would be the only exception. But definitely try the moon water. And let us know in the chat during the week if you did get a chance to do it and how did it work out for you. I love to use moon water. I use it a lot for to like pretty much bless everything. To me, it's like blessing water, really. Um, yeah, and then even then you can do a drop. Oh, yeah. So I think Jaslyn at some point wants to talk about I know she's planning on talking about like the magic of water, but water is very cool in the sense that like a drop of water added to another, bowl of water, like the two waters kind of like melt together in this beautiful combination. So it's like, yeah, the water masterclass. Yeah, so Jaslyn's going to do this amazing water masterclass, which is she's going to go into details about just how special water really is. So I don't know if you want to mention it real brief, but water is amazing.
There's lots of books about how water has crystals inside them. So just if putting, for example, for your moon water, before you put it out there, you can be like, you're amazing, you're fantastic, you've got this, you're gonna get some moon water, you're gonna be the best water ever. If you give it positive affirmations, the crystals are like, ooh, yeah. And then they start forming into little crystal snow pieces. And then if you were to say bad things around water, have an argument around water, I would recommend throwing that water out because it also is like, no, please, not to me. Water, there's such as water as mature water and immature water. And a lot of the water that's in our life is immature water. And if you think about toddlers, it's kind of like toddler water. Toddlers pick up on everything you do, every word, every action, even the nervous system of parents, right? So realizing that any water that we're surrounded with that comes from pipes are going to be toddler water. They're picking up on every single frequency, drop, word of mouth, etc. If you find the mature water, which is extra hard to find these days, but normally it's water that comes from the top of a mountain and you're at the bottom of the mountain, which takes thousands of years for it to get to the bottom of the mountain, then that would be mature water. It's gone through connecting with the bird sounds, with the animals that come and lick from the river, from the rocks and the soil comes through the river. So it's picking up vitamins and minerals and words along the way, sounds along the way, wind, all four elements along the way. So it's mature. But the water we get, immature, copies everything you do. So be kind to your water. When you're showering, sing good songs. Don't sing like, listen to the star within my, and start crying because it'll pick up on that. So instead, sing affirmations, sing mantras, and that'll be the water that you get on your body. There you go. Water masterclass complete.
Awesome. Thank you.
We're past the time, so I'm going to let you go if you want to go. We are going to stay to close the circle because we have to, say goodbye to our angels, and we're going to stick around in case anybody wants to share anything else outside of the circle. We're going to stick around for a few more minutes. But all of you that want to go, you're welcome to go. Thank you for coming tonight. We always love seeing you, and I hope it was lovely for you. It was for me. Thanks for coming.
Okay. I just want to be clear. With this jug, all we're doing is putting it outside in a way that the blue moon can see it as much as possible
Yes.
from all its corners.
Yes. And
Okay.
what I would suggest is cover it so you don't get any bugs in it, and maybe make a quick intention. Oh, okay, good. Maybe make a quick intention before you put it out, like, what you want to infuse the water with. Think about it for a moment, put it out there, and then when you're done, collect the water, and then definitely maybe do a little
Can you give
Reiki
an
on it.
example of what you want to infuse it with?
Yeah, like for example, let's say I'll give you a great example. I have planned to infuse mine for healing, obviously, hint hint, because I want to get better. So my water is gonna be focused on healing. Like I'm gonna ask the moon to send your beautiful, gorgeous blue healing energy into my water so I can manifest health. Like that's gonna be my little spiel, but that's just me. So think about what you want to manifest when you do your moon water so that your moon water is really powerful. You know what I mean? And it has your full intention, you know?
Can
Remember,
I
huh?
finish what you're saying?
No, I was going to say anything you do with intention is more powerful. So that's it.
Can we just circle back on the paper that we wrote our releasing stuff on? So are we dropping that in our cup and letting it soak all together, or are we dropping it in the cup in the morning, or what do you think?
What do you think, Jaslyn?
So what I'm going to do personally is I'm going to put this out in the water, and then tomorrow I'm going to rewrite my I'm releasing blank blanks and blanks. I'm gonna grab a little bit of this water because I don't want to use up the whole thing with releasing all my shit. I would like to use some for more stuff. So I'll put that in a little cup and then call that a day until it slightly dissolves in my hand, and then I'll either toilet it, river it, or ground it.
Yeah, definitely don't use up all your moon water on that. Like I definitely would keep moon water for blessings,
I'm
for
traveling,
positive.
so I'm just gonna use it all.
Well, I mean, in your case, I mean, you are traveling, but, for those of you that aren't, keep a little bit of your moon water for other purposes. I would recommend.
Yeah, and if I wasn't traveling, I used to have this 10-pound water jug. so that I could put it outside. And then I would use all of that. That would be my moon water for the next few weeks. So I'd highly recommend if you're like, oh my God, this moon water is amazing, then get yourself a 10-pound gallon
Put some brandy in it.
of water.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely put a little alcohol so it doesn't go bad on you.
good
Wouldn't
plan.
this moon be more special because it's a blue moon?
It is.
Yes.
That's exactly why this would be like the perfect moon to put your water outside for any like huge intention.
Right. And you're not going to have another blue moon for another 2.5 years.
2.5 years. So this is it, ladies. Remember, it's 3 days. Okay, so don't you could do this tomorrow. Doesn't have to be tonight. Remember, tomorrow is the actual blue moon, like tomorrow. But the energy's felt today, tomorrow, and the next day. It's a 3-day window, but tomorrow's the actual day. Just saying. So you have time. You have time. Don't feel pressure.
You don't have to just put one jug out, put as
Oh yeah,
many as you got.
absolutely. Yeah, you could put more. Absolutely. Yeah, sure.
Limitless.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Remember, this is all about intention. It's what you want to bring in to your life and what you want to do with it. So, yeah, absolutely. I plan to put
Ish,
more than one.
can
I'm gonna drink one. Go ahead.
I just want to share what I'm gonna do because I feel like it might be inspiring for someone or an idea for someone if they want to as well. So, the way that I'm one of the things that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a separate cup for like my releasing and do that with the new moon water and let it cook and dissolve over the next few days. And then I'm gonna use my jar and I'm personally like manifesting health as well. So really focusing on like, the behaviors that lead to my optimal health because for me, it's really a matter of disciplining myself. And so like focusing on that, like self-love, self-devotion, like da 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 all the things and putting it out like each tonight, tomorrow night, and Thursday night. And every morning I'm gonna like as soon as I wake up in the morning, I'm just gonna drink the jar of water and repeat those like affirmations to myself, like while I'm drinking the water and just do a different jar every night. So
That's awesome.
Very cool. Thank you for sharing that. Sorry.
thank you, sisters, so much. This is such a beautiful circle. It's so wonderful to be here. Thank you for holding this space and just like so much love here and growth and being able to see. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I was going to say go in peace, but then I thought that sounds kind of like churchy.
That is like at the end
Hallelujah.
of every book in the New Testament.
Go in peace to serve the goddess.
Adding
Um,
that part. Yes. I love you all. Thank you so much. Good night. Happy full moon.
Bye.
You're welcome. Happy full moon.
Merry
Please
meet,
don't
merry
forget.
part, and merry meet again.
There you go. Let's not forget to close
Oh my
the
God.
the corner.
Do you think you can help me with the closing? 'Cause I'm having a coughing fit. I don't think I can get through it. Sorry.
Have you tried castor oil for your cough? Have you tried? Are you really
Yeah.
phlegmy?
Yeah, she is.
Have you tried Mullen?
That I
Yeah.
haven't tried, but I did try licorice root that Jaslyn told me. I did try that.
Yes.
I've tried so many things. I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore. Oh my God.
But for the
I
castor oil, have you put it on your chest? Not just like rubbed it, but like you put it on a like a towel and like you soak it. You soak it. It needs to
That
be soaked, and then
I
you put it
haven't
on.
I haven't tried soaking. I tried drinking it. It's horrific, but I did try it.
No, drinking it is for laxative diarrhea situation. It's not for coughing. For
No,
Oh,
it
really?
helps
coughing,
for
you feel
coughing too. It
I
can
was told it.
cut the phlegm for the
That's
cough.
what I was. Yeah, I was told it cuts
oh
the
the
phlegm.
phlegm.
So yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I'm
But
desperate.
you
I
can
don't
buy it
understand.
flavored because that's what they like, orange flavored or something. That's the easier way to give it to children.
I'm gonna stop
But
recording. Bye.
I'll
Bye,
send you
ladies.
the
Have a
video
nice
for the
day.
castor oil. Love you, girls.